everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nina. If you're a new follower, welcome. If you are a past follower, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a video on dress up with me, and I will also be talking about some stuff about my personal life that nobody really asked for, but I just think that maybe you might want to know. Today we are going to an event, a pre-wedding event called a Sangeet, where it's pretty much about music and dancing. So stay with me and I'll show you all the products I use, and hopefully you will be with me at the end of the video. So I'm going to start with my eyes, and I'm going to use the e.l.f. Camo 16-hour matte finish for my eyes as a base. So as you may or may not know, my name is Nina, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, and I was born in September of 1976 in a country called Kenya, which is in Africa. So I am third generation born outside of India. I come from a very proud background where it's of mixed descent. I am Indian, and I'm African, and I am also Scottish. So that's my ancestry. Tonight I'm wearing black and bronze, so I'm going to go with the e.l.f. Truffes eyeshadow palette. First, going with the lighter shade on the creases. We moved from Kenya in 1989, and we moved to Canada. The reason was that most of our family was over here. My grandparents, my uncles, my aunts. We had a choice to go to England or to Canada, and we ended up in Canada. For the corners, I'm going to go with this chocolate brown. When we came here, I was 13 years old, so I started in grade 8, and I went to school in Mississauga, Malton, called Darcel. So that was in 1989, and I graduated there from grade 8. Then I went to a high school called Westwood, and honestly that was the most amazing school ever. It was one of the roughest schools, but you know what? It wasn't as rough as people claim it to be. Yes, we were very territorial in the 90s, but the students with each other were actually pretty nice. We were pretty cool. I really enjoyed going there, but then we shortly after grade 10, we moved to Brampton, and I went to a high school there called Heart Lake. I'm going to dab a little bit with this black one in the corners to just darken it up a little bit. So I graduated from Heart Lake in 1993, 94. I can't really remember. And pretty much went into college not knowing what I wanted to do. So I took a course. I was trying to get into some sort of dental program, whether it's dental hygienist or dental assistant, but I didn't quite qualify, and then they offered me a dental reception position. So this was at George Brown College. So I went to college in George Brown, and I did a dental reception course, which ended up not even being enough to find a job, because I was applying to places, and a lot of places wanted 1 to 2 years experience. But since I had just graduated from high school and I just did 1 year of college, I didn't have the experience enough for anybody to hire me. For the inner corners of my eyes, I'm going to use my finger and use this bronze shimmer. So for 1 year after college, I didn't do anything. I stayed at home because I could not find any jobs. Nobody would hire me. And then me and my older sister, one day we were driving by, and we saw like an employee agency. So we went in there, we applied, and then they started giving us jobs at factories. So I was working at a factory for like 3 years, and that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I went to school for. I'm gonna do a winged liner off camera. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. liquid liner, and it appears that I do like e.l.f. products. However, they are not sponsoring this video. I bought all the products by myself, and it's a good product. And I'm gonna also wear faux lashes, and I'm gonna use Kiss. Oh, it's blurry. To glue my lashes on. I actually don't remember what lashes these are. I'm not sure if they're Pro Beauty from Winners or if they're Ardell. Not sure. Eyeliner is done. I'm going to use some concealer around my eyebrows and my forehead, as well as down my nose. A little bit around the eyes. So I met a lovely young lady when I was working in the factory. Her name is Jennifer St. If anybody knows where Jennifer St. is, please tell her I am looking for her. She got me the job where I am right now. I work for a customs broker. I'm just a clerk there, and like to think I have an important job, but I wouldn't have been here except Jennifer St. helped me. Jennifer St. lived in Hamilton, and she's this blonde, beautiful lady. And if anybody's seen her, please tell her I'm looking for her. So I've been working for this company. I quit at one point. And then I got back in, and so I continued to work here. I've worked for this company for about 20 years now, I would say, altogether. I could have my numbers wrong, of course. I'm not very good with numbers. So I've been working for this company for at least 20 years, and I continue to work for them. They've been a pretty good company. I don't want to name names. It pays my bills. I'm going to use a black eye pencil to fill in my eyebrows. My eyes are not completely finished, so I'm going to use a black kajal, which is kind of like a gel black eyeliner, basically. And I'm going to do that a little bit at the end, in the corner, on the outer corners of my eyes. And I'm also going to smudge that in. Continuing on with my life story. So I worked for this company for about 7 years before I initially quit. There was some management issues, and I decided I wanted to quit. So when I quit, I was home for a year, and once my unemployment ran out, which was in about a year, I applied for a reception or a clerk position at a hospital, and that was the best job I ever had, because you're working with people who are intelligent. You're working around people who are saving lives, and I learned a lot of things working there, and they paid really, really well. So that was my favorite job. That was my best job. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Mega Volume for the lower lashes. So the hospital job didn't last very long. I mean, too good to be true. So I was there on a 6-month contract, and that was the time that I had gotten pregnant. So by the time my 6 months contract was over, they did not renew because I was 6 months pregnant. And that's how I lost my most favorite job in the world. On the rest of my face, I will be using this Covergirl Clean Liquid Foundation 160 Classic Tan. And what I like to do is I like to shake it up, and then I pour some on the palm of my hand, and I use my palm as a palette. A backstory. So I was married in the year 2005, and so by the time I think I was like 2 years into my marriage, I had gotten pregnant with my son, and that was when I was working at the hospital. So I had my son in 07. Well, he is right now 16 years old, and he's in grade 11. So my marriage lasted about 5 years, and I have been happily divorced since about 2011. For the blush, I'm going to use this e.l.f. Putty Blush. So after my mat leave, I didn't have a job since I was working at the hospital when I had gotten pregnant. My previous boss from the company that I work for right now, from the same company that I had originally quit, he offered me a job. And since I didn't have a job at the time, I said, you know what? Something is better than nothing. And so I took on the job, and now I continue to work there. And I'm going to use some powder just to dab into some shiny spots, usually around the eyes and on the forehead. The camera is not picking it up, however, it is shiny in real life. I noticed a harsh line when I looked back at the video. I'm just going to dab that in to correct it. And that is my life in a nutshell. So off camera, I put on my bindi and I went with a nude lipstick, an ombre. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera. But yeah, that's it. I wasn't able to get back into the hospital. I tried very hard, but no responses. But I guess that's what the universe wanted for me. So here I am. All right. Thank you for staying this long. I am going to go put on my clothes and my jewelry and take the last shot of me dressing up today. Last accessory that I wanted to show you was this thing I made because I did not want to carry a purse with me. So I made a phone pouch because it's pretty much the only thing that I'll be carrying, the only thing I'll be needing, except for my car keys. And I'm going to hang it on my outfit just like that, and every time I need the phone, it is readily accessible. And there you have it. This is my outfit for tonight for the Sangeet. Thank you very much for staying this long and watching me get dressed. If you're new around here, please do subscribe and follow my channel. It will help me a lot. And in the meantime, hoping everyone good health and happiness, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!